this being this fast, dude? What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the Goon Squad garage, and today's the day that we're finally gonna wrap up the G63 build. As you guys seen, we couldn't figure out what was going on for the longest time with the limp mode on this thing, but in the previous video we figured it out. We got this sucker ripping around. We gave it a clean. We're almost done with all like the trim pieces and everything like that, but there is still a little bit more to go. So that's exactly what today's video is gonna be, is just basically finish up all the little things, like even all the badges, and also putting in the inner fenders. We also got to paint one of the calipers because one of them is silver, and I think we even got to paint like one of the sensors and pop that in as well. But the most important thing that we want to do first is get this sucker lined up. As you guys can tell, the wheels are a little bit cockeyed and it's kind of just driving all squirrely all over the road. So that's what we're going to start with. We're actually going to take this sucker to an alignment shop down the road, but first thing, before we do that, we want to first straighten out the steering wheel, because I believe we put it on like almost upside down or something. We put it on wrong, so we just got to totally just completely readjust that right there, and then we're gonna run to the alignment machine and get this sucker just fully straightened up. Hopefully they can actually straighten this sucker up, because I believe the G-Wagons have like an interesting way that you do alignment, so there's not much adjustment. Maybe our frame is still a little bit off. That's worst case scenario, but you know what? Got a frame machine right there if we have to do it. But anyways, guys, let's just go ahead, fix that steering wheel, and then we're gonna head to the alignment machine. Alright guys, so there's some pretty serious stuff going on with the front end alignment of this thing. So we lifted this thing up and we try to align everything as best as possible. That way we can at least make it to the alignment rack and they can take care of the rest. But we noticed that the camber on this side is just way too bad. I mean, check that thing out. It looks like one of them Civic boys, you know, with the camber. That's pretty much what this thing is right here. It's super bad. It is turn 2, however, and everything is just off. So we're like, what's going on? There's really no adjustment for this camber whatsoever. It just bolts down to the frame. So we loosened everything up, try to do it, nothing. So we're like, dude, something has to be off. So we went ahead and tried to throw on this brace that braces both shock towers together. One side went on good, this side is like ½ an inch off. So we did some measurements with this tram gauge and it still shows ½ an inch off. So I think we just need to pull the shock tower. So we missed it. I mean, with all the stuff we were doing to the tub, straighten everything out, it's just what happens, you know. You kind of just jump one step, and I think we got to go back on the frame machine.
Exactly, dude. But honestly, I don't think it's going to be too difficult to pull this, and we might not have to remove too much. Maybe the wheel and the fender flare, and we just got to pull just this one shock tower, and it should line up the rest of our alignment, right?
Yeah, 100%. So once we pull that, it'll be perfect. I mean, it does make sense because that sensor is right by the shock tower. So they both collided during the accident, broke that sensor and everything. So that kind of sucks, but you know what? I think once we get it on there, we'll straighten it out and it'll be good, because that's the last major step. And then after that, we can throw on the rest of the stuff. So Mercedes brought our inner fenders, all of our trim pieces, finishing touches, new sensor. So, I mean, that's the next thing. We're gonna go ahead and put this thing back up on the frame machine once again, straighten everything out, and then we can finish this thing off 100%. Alrighty guys, so it is actually the next day here, and this framework has been kicking our butts, but you know what? We finally figured it out. And we started pulling the shock tower right here. We found out some pretty interesting things about it. So we started up top with just the strap, and we started pulling it, and it would pull out, but then it would just go right back into place. And then we noticed that the way that this shock tower is built is actually in different sections. So it's got the main thick metal support right here, and then up top it's got some thinner metal. So we decided to change up our pull and actually pull it by the main metal down here. We removed the control arm, and we just tried a bunch of different pulls, and we were finally able to pull it out and get it to stay, and everything lined up top. That cross member bar, the trim gauge checked out, and all that good stuff. But most importantly, the camber is in original specs. Look how straight that sucker is right there, dude.
It looks way better. I mean, it was completely sideways, and we did like the measurements, and all the bolts line up and everything, dude.
Yes, sir, dude. It's just so awesome. But also, we did notice something about that side over there. So the camber is basically in the opposite direction, and we got to inspecting stuff, and the lower control arm on that side is actually bent. But you already know the dealership is going to come through with a brand new control arm. We're going to swap that out a little bit later. But right now, what we're going to do is probably bleed these brakes, because you did notice something about them, that they're a little bit spongy. And while we got it up like this, it's easy to get to, easy to work on. We're going to go ahead and bleed them suckers. And also, we're probably going to go ahead and throw on the inner fenders and everything. I think it's just the perfect way to work on it.
Yeah, dude, this is the best way. We'll complete it. We'll pull off the frame machine, then we'll take it straight to the alignment rack, and this thing will be done, dude.
Yes, sir.
Alright guys, so lots of work has been done underneath this thing mainly. So first off, the suspension is all back to pretty much original. So we threw on that brand new lower control arm, threw on a brand new sway bar and everything, put everything back together, painted our caliper that nice red color. We're just waiting on that AMG decal, and our steering is all pretty much good. We aligned everything as best as possible, and this thing just looks good. I mean, everything's pretty much complete on this thing,
dude. Literally, the only thing that we got left right now is maybe the stuff in the engine bay and going for an actual alignment at the alignment shop.
Yep.
And then honestly, I don't know what's left of this thing,
that'll
dude.
be it. This thing will be pretty much done. I mean, that is some awesome news. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna finish this thing up. I'm excited to actually throw the wheels back on this thing and drop it down, just finish up the engine-based stuff, and probably hit the alignment rack. And dude, that's it. Man.
That'll be it. Also got the inner fenders in, dude. Everything is nice
so good,
and clean.
Dude. Yes.
But look at that right there. Threw on some little extra stuff, like some trim around the whole entire car.
Yes, finished the trim up.
AMG badge on that side.
AMG badge. We still haven't threw these badges on. We do have them, but I think it kind of looks cleaner without, you know, that V8 bi-turbo. We don't need none of that. It looks clean,
dude. It looks so clean. Also, the skid plate up front here. Everything is literally just going together, and man, it's just original factory.
It's good. It's all going to matter when it comes down to driving this thing, see how well it drives.
Yeah,
dude.
so I guess that's probably what we need to do is just put on all the wheels.
Do a little bit of tow, and that's pretty much it. Once we do the tow, we'll drop this thing, you know, do everything else, and then we'll probably head to an alignment machine. This sucker is all about. A few lights cut on because we were messing with so many things, unplugging stuff, but
yeah,
I'm not worried about that. Steering wheel straight,
dude. I love that.
Exhaust open right now, you know, because why not? Why would you close it?
Yeah, we did a quick little string eyeball alignment.
Yep.
And also we did, what else did we do? We balanced the wheels.
Yeah, balanced the wheels. Eyeball alignment, got it really dead center with the eyeball string method. Right now we are gonna need some fuel because it's on fumes right now.
Let's close the windows and see how silent this thing is, dude. What?
That's exhaust open. I'm gonna close it all the way.
Dude, this thing is silent.
Can't even hear anything, man. But let's not do that.
Let's open it up a little bit. Are you kidding me?
Take off right here. Let's see if this thing is good.
The brakes are good too.
Brakes are good. I didn't even think about that. I should have tried them first, but the brakes work, dude. Let's get some fuel in this thing. Oh no, this gas station's full. This thing just wants to keep going. When the turbos spool up, this thing just goes.
That thing sounds so good, man.
You're gonna have to do some paddles right now.
Yeah, do some paddles for sure. I think that's the best way to get them.
I can feel it a little bit pulling though. You know, the alignment ain't perfect, but I mean, it's way better than it was, dude. With everything now straight.
Honestly, you know what it could be? I've seen this before on these vehicles. When you punch it, it'll tend to pull because of the power.
Oh, that's definitely it.
That was a built one that I seen. But that did walk a little bit. I don't think that was normal. Dude,
maybe that is. It's like torque steering.
That sounds insane, though.
Dude, this thing rips.
Are you kidding me, dude?
This thing rips.
Just that sound. You know what I mean?
It does. It's like no other sound.
That's what I was gonna say. I've never
completely different from any car we ever messed with, or like
it's so throaty. It's not like the Urus where it's like higher pitched.
You can tell that it's a V8. Like it's like it has that V8 rumble, not like an American Muscle rumble, but it's like almost with it. You know
and it's not like a BMW rumble. You know, the BMW sounds like a little weird when you switch. This is clean right here, dude. Sounds sick,
dude.
I hear a little bit of vibration somewhere out there. We'll fix that when we get back.
Sounds like it's just hitting up against the
We used to go to this place right here when we worked construction, remember?
Heck yeah,
You used to order the tomato biscuit?
Hated the tomato biscuit. Oh, dude, this thing's good. Starting to hear, you know what that could be?
What?
That could be a brake dust thing, you know, touching.
I think I checked them all.
motorcycle almost.
Sounds like a Harley, dude.
It does sound like a Harley, but two of them put together, basically. You know what I mean?
That's, now thinking about it, it sounds exactly like a Harley Davidson. But better.
Right? It's just so much better. In an SUV, that sound, that's pretty insane right there, man.
Super good. Need some fuel.
Yeah, let's get some fuel before we do too much ripping. Man, let me open the window and hear where that's coming from.
Yeah, back or front?
Back or middle?
Middle. So it's definitely one of those heat shields underneath the exhaust. It has to be 100%.
But other than that, man,
we're at a limp mode. We're driving straight.
all that good stuff, dude.
This is amazing, man. Oh, you take off right here.
Business being this fast, dude.
Dude, for SUV in this luxury, dude,
and it's smooth. All these, we're on the bumpiest roads in town right now.
These
dude.
are like roads that we would never drive on. Like even with like a Bronco, I mean, this thing's smooth, man.
What? And those shifts are smooth too, dude.
This thing's wild.
Dang. This is insane. This is like a literally like a mobster vehicle right here. You know what I mean?
Dude, easy.
Let's get some fuel right here at the Cam Boy. This thing just looks absolutely just clean, dude. Especially in this lighting right now. Wow. Are you kidding me?
Is the halos on?
The halos are on. The sun is out. It's just perfect lighting. The wheels are beautiful. I love those DRLs right there. All the trim is on. Man, what an amazing feeling. Dude, this one was definitely a tough build too.
This was a very tough one. Even down to the very like tiny bits and finishing pieces, this thing was tough.
But dude, look at it. It's fully together. It's beautiful in here. Turn on the inner glow here.
Oh yeah, how do you do it? You just
hit the...
You just turn this thing on or what?
There it is, man.
All that blue right there on the door panels, and this thing will kind of like switch colors as you're driving, which is super cool, dude.
Super awesome, man. Love this thing. It's just so epic. Probably gonna put $100 in it and hit the road. Dude, look at these seat belts right here from L&D Solutions, dude.
Dude, these are sick. This is like the perfect like little touch of the interior that just ties everything together, dude.
Insane. Go ahead and turn left, like kind of hard. Yep. Did you not feel that? Turn right. I feel it on my left now.
I don't feel nothing.
Dude, maybe we didn't plug something in. I literally feel it. It just pumped up my right side.
Maybe that's just for the passenger.
No, it should be for the driver. It like pumped up this side and then it pumped up this side. It's like keeping me in place, keeping me straight.
So we're just cruising. I think I'm gonna try some paddle shifting like legit.
Yeah, dude. Heck yeah.
I wonder if this thing has launch control.
Just foot on the gas, foot on the brake, and then release. There, you know what I mean?
Those train tracks, they tell you how your suspension is set up, and this suspension is
We've never done anything smoother than that right there.
Never went that fast over that train track that in a long time.
That was an epic right there, man. This thing is smooth, just floats. It's got the power.
It's got the, I think the electronic dynamic suspension, which is just amazing on this thing. Dang! Just non-gas, it just sounds so good.
Like spun a tire right there.
This thing's a beast.
Absolute animal right here, dude. Alrighty guys, so that is pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. Last night we ended up just taking care of a few things in the engine bay. We topped off all the fluids, and also we even adjusted the headlights. And this morning we actually went to the alignment shop, got this sucker just squared away, and it just drives perfectly straight, and the sucker absolutely rips. Oh my goodness guys, test driving this thing for the very first times is just absolutely unreal. What kind of power this thing puts down. I mean, this thing pretty much just pops wheelies. It's got a bunch of torque steer. I think that's normal. Even after we got the alignment done, it still does it just a little bit. But man, this thing sounds epic, especially in the tunnels. And I think that's just gonna be all for today. But you know what? That's not gonna be all for this G-Wagon right here, because we still got some other plans for it. We definitely wanna test it a lot more and do a price breakdown as well. We really wanted to do it in this video, but you know what? There was a couple things that happened that we didn't think were gonna happen, like the frame pulling. That took a lot of our time, but you know what guys? It is just looking absolutely amazing. Super happy to take you guys along this journey. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.